Hi, welcome to Sue's Stretching Yoga. I'm having a nice hot cup of tea here. This is going to be 30 minutes. I'm going to put the tea down. Um, and again, if you'd like to subscribe, hold on, I'm sorry. If you'd like to subscribe, that'd be great. We're going to do a number of them on the mat today, but we are going to do a few of them upright. So I'll put the tea down. We're going to start out here with the cobra. We're going to start down on the mat. We're going to do the cobra and the sphinx, the baby cobra, and then we'll do the full cobra. We're going to work out get some flexion in our spine. So we're going to do the bridge with the block, but we'll also do the cobra, which stretches us the other way. Okay, so let's start out with, I want you to come down to tabletop. So one leg at a time, one knee, second knee, and then come on down to your stomach. We're going to go right on our, put your head on your hands. Just relax. And then we're going to put let's go to Sphinx first. So we just put our hands out in front of us. Our elbows are under our shoulders, and we're getting a slight stretch in our spine. So when you're doing this, I want you to look forward, not to the right and the left. I just don't want to twist your neck at all. And then come on down, and we'll go up to the baby cobra next. So hands down by your chest, okay? And then just take a slight rise for baby cobra. Keep your elbows close to your side. And then come on down. And when you come down, I want you to picture your head being pulled by a string so that you're elongating your neck. You're elongating your spine. This particular session is going to be all about elongation. So we're going to be stretching out from fingertip to the bottom of our toes. And we're going to also stretch our toes. Okay, so we're going to be basically trying to make ourselves longer. Now, the next thing we're going to do is the full cobra. So put your hands down on the mat right by your chest, and then come on up to a full cobra. So basically, you're just having your arms straight and looking straight out towards the wall or wherever you're looking towards. Try to lower your shoulders, as mine were hunched up by my ears. That's not really good. So you want to get them down. And then when you pull forward, I want you to basically think of yourself as being pulled forward. Come down slowly, pull forward, pull really forward so that your head is coming down further up than it was before. Okay, come on up. I want to come back into tabletop now. We did just a couple of those. And again, we're going to work on stretching every ounce of us from here all the way to our fingertips. And one of the first ones we're going to do is, and I'm going to just take off my socks, is the screaming tiger toes, because that stretches out the bottom of our feet. And then we're going to work on down dog, because that's going to stretch out our calves. And we're going to do a couple of things for stretching our calves. And then we're going to go into stretching our thighs. One thing we're going to do is the pyramid pose. So first we're going to go into, not to get ahead of ourselves, we're going to do the screaming tiger toes. So I want you to basically bend your toes under yourself and sit back with your heels to your bottom is on top of your heels, if you can get there. If you can't get there, even just getting here is enough. If your toes are kind of screaming at you, that's fine. You can just go here. But eventually you want to get to here. And as you can imagine, right now, we're getting a good stretch in the bottom of our feet. So I've said this before, but if you ever have plantar fascia, it's a real tightness in your foot down here, and this is one of the ways to undo that. And the second way to undo that is what we're going to work on next, doing down dog, because it's often our calves that are very tight. So down dog is a great way to stretch out your calves. This gives a little bit of a stretch in our calves, but mostly this goes towards the feet. So then we're going to do down dog, and what we're going to do is we're going to then flip over, because I want to really work on going up the body. We're going to start down here, and we're going to go to here. And another good stretch for that is lying on our back with the belt to bring your legs up to get a good stretch in there. So we're going to do that too. Okay, why don't you come out for a moment? Oof. Your toes will probably hurt a little. Let them relax, unfold them. Just come to tabletop. We're going to go into screaming tiger toes one more time. Okay, just tuck them under and go on and sit back. It's a super easy exercise. And if you can't get there all the way, you will over time. Okay, let's come up off of that one. I want you to just relax your feet for a moment here, because it takes a few minutes for your feet to kind of readjust. Okay. Then we're going to go into downward dog. So the goal is to get your feet flat down to the mat if you can. Your hips are in the sky. And I want you to picture your calves elongating here. If you picture it, it helps you to do the exercise and pinpoint the right areas. So if you pedal your feet here slowly, you'll get a good stretch in your calves. Okay. Okay, come on down on your knees. I want you to spread your knees apart for child's pose. We're going to just get a good stretch in here. Touch your toes, your big toes together. Spread your knees apart and put your hands again here. I want you to, this is a stretching pose, so I want you to stretch your arms out as far as they can go comfortably. Put your head down to the mat and then sort of sit back. If you want to come back a little bit to get your torso down in between your legs, you can, but I want you to think about your fingertips and the sides of so right here, we're stretching out the sides of our body with our hands coming up way over our head. Okay, when you're ready, I want you to come up. We're going to flip over on our left hip. We're gonna go down, and I want you to grab the strap. We're gonna work on stretching the leg, and then so we did the feet. We did some calves. We're now gonna do more calves right now. So I want you to grab the belt, put it under your right foot. Lie down. Put your foot in the air. I want you to get your knees straight and just hold your leg there. You can hold with both hands if you'd like. And you should feel a good stretch here in the back of your thigh. The next little move is going to be stretching our calves. So we're working on from the toes to the calves to the back of our thighs. Also, we're going to work on the front of our thighs, stretching. And then we'll go up further. We just did some arm stretching. Okay, so then I want you to relax your leg a little bit. And now I want you to bend your toes, make them super active, and bend your toes towards you. And try to put your legs straight up, or try to keep it straight. If you can't do it straight, that's fine. But here you should feel a real stretch in your calf. This is a calf stretch. Just hold this here. Okay, now release your foot, relax your foot. Don't tighten your toes. Now just get your legs straight up again. Should be a little bit easier to go straight. Now here what I want you to think about extending your leg. Don't flex your toes, but straight up and making your leg longer, heading towards the sky. Don't point your toes. Keep your foot flat. Getting some length in our legs. Okay, let's switch sides to your left foot. Put your legs straight in the air. Hopefully, try to keep a straight leg. If you can't, certainly bend your knee. Do what you can. But get your foot flat up there, straight up there. Then we're gonna relax our leg, and we're going to. Okay, let's relax our leg. Now I want you to go back up, but I want you to flex those toes. So you probably have to have more of a bend in your knee here. Flex those toes, because I want you to feel the pull in the back of your calf. Pull in your calf, which is in the back of your leg. So don't worry about your knee being bent. Just want you to bring those toes back towards you, your face. As hard as you can, make them active. And you will get a good stretch here in your calf. The more you bring your leg a little bit towards you, the more of a stretch you're going to get. Okay, I want you to release the toes, but come back. We're going to go back towards straightening out your leg. getting a good stretch in the whole leg. So keep your foot flat towards the sky. Okay, next we're going to do the bridge. So we're going to do a few other things to stretch out our legs, but it's more of a standing position. And since we're lying down right now, I want to stay lying down. And we're going to take our block and put it on the lowest position. Put this under your sacrum by raising your hips. And then I want you to put your legs out. Think of them again as being pulled out. This should feel really good. And getting a good stretch in the whole front of your body. I can really feel it here through the pelvis. Definitely get more of a stretch if you stretch your legs out versus putting your knees up in the air. It's a great stretch right through here, through the middle, which can often be very tight. You know, as you're sitting at the computer or sitting anywhere, you're leaning over. Everything just kind of becomes scrunched. So we're kind of doing the opposite. We're giving it, making space, making length in our whole body. Okay, so now I want you to put your knees up so that you can raise your hips and then raise it to the next level, which is just the second level. Put this right under your sacrum. Should still feel really good. Put your hands out to the side. Think of your arms as being stretched. And again, I'm going to bring my legs out straight because you're now going to get a bigger stretch here in this pelvis area, which again is almost always all scrunched up. Going forward. You're sitting in the couch watching TV while you're cooking, when you're doing anything, you're going forward. So right now we're getting a nice opposite stretch. This gets to be too much for anybody, just bring your knees to the sky, put your feet on the floor, and it will give your middle a break. You won't be as stretched as much. Okay, then take that block out. Come on down slowly. Now I want you to just hug your knees slowly, slowly, slowly. Hug your knees to your chest. So now you can see we're getting a good stretch in the back of our legs, all the way up. And all the while, try to picture yourself as being stretching out. It helps to think that in your mind so that if you're doing these exercises, you're holding your neck nice and straight and thinking of it as being pulled up, forward. check the time. Okay, I want to come up. We're going to come up to a standing position for a few poses. And the first one is going to be pyramid pose. So you're going to put right leg in front of the left. And I basically want you to lean over. Try to touch your head. You'll put your hands behind your back. I want you to touch your head to your right knee. You're going to feel a really good stretch here in the back of your thighs. This one is hard for me. Let's switch sides. We'll go back to that one. Definitely not easy. Go back to the right leg. If you can keep your knee straight, you're going to get a better stretch. And put your hands behind your back. Oof. Second try. This will be the second time on this side now. Okay. This is the wide-legged forward fold. And then we're just going to bring our legs in and do the forward fold. We don't have much time here, so I want to come down after we came up. Oh. And then we're going to come down to happy baby. So we're going to go on our backs. Hold your toes. This is just a great way to stretch out before our final relaxation pose. And we're going to go into Shavasana now, and I'm going to walk you through a guided meditation that helps to stretch us out. So keep your toes and keep your two legs together bring your arms up over your head. I want you to picture your arms gently being pulled by someone, like someone's holding on to your hands and just pulling very gently your whole body up. And someone is grabbing your toes and pulling your feet as long as they can go. Now I'd like you to stay sort of being pulled like that for a moment. Okay, bring your arms down. Just relax. You should feel like you've gained a little bit of length. Just open up your hands. So much for coming to this class. Today I want you to take both legs and bring them both to the left, bring them up, bring them both to the right for a stretch, and bring them up, and then just come forward all the way. Do a forward fold. Set up. Thank you so much for making this video, and I hope it stretched you out. Definitely helped my calves and my feet and my arms. So again, thank you so much for opening it up and doing the stretching yoga, and I really appreciate it. And have a really nice day, afternoon or evening, and I'll see you soon. Thank you.